Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I think I'm gonna work on the cover for this. I did do the sewing, and I'll show you real quick where I am with this. See this little crow right here? That's his hero. Isn't that so cute? Anyway, I found some batik fabrics in my stash, so I've added some of those. I did a little sewing on here. I did like a teal color on one side and a rust orange on the other side when I did the sewing. So if you remember this one, I did messy sewing around there. So now we have the pockets for that. And I don't do any sewing on that one. This one I just sewed, I guess I sewed around and so got a little tuck on the bottom. Sewed that. I didn't do it like a really nice ruffle or whatever. I just kind of glued it down in a ruffly fashion, or ruffly-ish fashion, and then sewed it down. And oh, I was thinking about turning that one back over, wasn't I? Well, if I do that, then we lose that blue. So we might not do that. I forgot to turn that over beforehand. It's alright, we'll do mushrooms somewhere, don't worry. Oh, and then I sewed down here and across there, and I added this little, I sprayed this little piece of lace, and add a little bit of batik and a little bit of another fabric that's similar to that blue color. And sewed right here, which is where I had this little tuck spot here. Sewed across there just for interest. Let's see, nothing on that one. That one sewed across the bottom. I was thinking about sewing this one, but it's kind of thinner paper. But I think I'm going to leave it wrinkled like that, like just kind of like, I don't know, it just seems interesting to me. And sewed this piece on here as a pocket. And then I also, don't know if it still shows. Originally it peeked out just a little bit, but now it's not. And so that's that signature. And then this one I sewed right here. So now this is a tuck spot. Let's see. There we go. Tuck spot and a tuck spot. And I sewed this little piece of fabric there. And did another piece here, but we can still see that it's a paper bag over there. And then this is another one that was folded in half and sewed around that. And this is one of my favorites, so I think this is, so that's why I have these stamps out. I'm going to use those on the cover. Also, I will probably grab out this stencil, or grab it out like I put it away. It's somewhere. I saw it here the other day. No, I didn't put it away. Why would I do that? That would make sense. So I sewed around there, so we got little tuck spots on either side of there. That's the other side of this pocket. And that's a flip out there. And that is that for that section. And then here, I added him here, so I folded this over a little bit. So I just did a leaf stitch there, which you can barely see, but that's all right. Things got a little, after I sewed, I kind of lost track of what I had done. So some things might be out of order. And is this the one? Yeah. I got to the end of this one, and I forgot about it apparently, so I just glued this for now. If I take the sewing machine out again, I'll sew these, but for right now they're glued. So that is, oh, and I did sew on the little ruffle on that side. And this is actually going to get glued onto this page here. And I did add in this page, that's new since the last time. And sewed this here and sewed that there. So I did do some sewing on that one. Alright, so that is where we are with the signatures. And I didn't end up having his head stuck up there. Oh, and then the bottom part of that lace I used earlier, I just sewed onto there, and then it pokes out up there. So thought that was fun. Just some crochet lace, nothing fancy. Just kind of casual and like I like. And then I want to use canvas for my cover. And an inexpensive way for me to use canvas is I just buy like the 10-pack or the 5-pack of these. Because buying canvas on its own is actually pretty expensive, but you get these on sale and they're not too bad. And this was the right size for this particular, like it'll work. I already checked. But you know, it's the right height. I don't even have to use like the part that's folded over if I don't want to, or I could fold it over to the inside. and it's at least long enough to cover it. Hopefully come over a little bit. So I'm going to take it off of here. Here we go. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, this is what I need. Probably most helpful will be the flat end side of this screwdriver, or a flatter head. I don't know. Flatter. We need flatter heads. No, oh, here. Is this one skinnier? That one's not much skinnier. But at least there's not a Phillips head on the other side trying to break me. Okay. That does not want to come off. So you know what? I don't really need these end pieces anyway. So I am just going to cut it. That for me would be so much easier, I would think. Well, is it? Is it going to be easier? Let's see. Alright, let's see if I can cut it any easier than... Oh, you know it's even easier than cutting it? Hold on. Where is it? It should be right here. No, it's not. Of course it's not. Why would it be? Let's try one of these cheapy ones. I think the other side of this one is flat. Yes, it is. Take out the dangerous. And then just kind of use a cutter. That might be the easiest. I mean, using my bigger one would be even easier, but do you think that one is where I need it to be? No, yeah, that. All right, I'm going to finish cutting this out, but that is the easiest way to get this out. I'm going to pause. Now, in case you're wondering what this was, it's not a pen. It is a little Sharpie knife. A little knife. And then that just flips right out. And now if you wanted to use that as a frame, you could. Look, it's got a bevel thing and everything. You could paint it and have a frame if you so desired. But we don't want a frame. We want a cover. And I probably could have just gone ahead and cut it there, but I wanted to have a little excess just in case I decide to do like a border around here and sew that. And then also I want to decide, do I want the ungessoed part on the outside or the gessoed part on the outside? I might want the ungessoed part on the outside, which means this would go this way if this is the inside. I like the more natural look. And then I could even collage in here just to give it a little bit more strength with some of the pages. Alright. Yes, if I was using an iron, this would be easier and better. But alright, I'm going to leave that one open because now we can see how this is going to work. Height-wise, it seems pretty perfect. Width-wise, if we come, I don't even mind if it's like, because I want it to come over like this, I think, and kind of hold it. So if the front is a little bit short, I'm okay with that. Like even if we're folding it in like that. Because I mean, we've got the layered look anyway, so why not, right? And then if I fold this in, I don't have to fold it in as far. It will still, with a little bit of growing room. So, alright, I like that. And then I'll probably put an eyelet here and have something that wraps around. So, and then it'll just be all sewn in there. I think that's how I want to do it. I mean, I reserve the right to change my mind. You know, as I do. As I am wont to do. I do change my mind sometimes. Where did I put the dangerous knife? The dangerous, not knife. Oh, hold on. I gotta find the dangerous ruler and put it away properly. Oh, there it is. Ha. See, it's dangerous. It's Edwin's. It's a ruler Edwin made. He's got a shop. He sells them. If you actually want to know, I'll tell you. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think I want to do this on both sides. So I got my VersaFine. Let's hope that this is somewhat porous on this side. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just getting something on in the background. And I thought these office stamps are they're from a department store, I believe, where I grew up. So I thought they might be fun. Oh, that's a little crooked. Whatever. Whatever. Be crooked. I don't care. Whatever. You want to be crooked? Fine. Be crooked. That one came out really clear, didn't it? I'm not going to show in the front and the back. So I'm trying to do them in the front and the back, I guess. And the outside is going to depend on which one I like better when I'm done. So, okay, well, whatever. The reactivate one is really just more of I'll show you. All it does, it just makes a mark, which is actually not bad. I mean, it's just a mark making tool. But it's kind of like, it says reactivate, but it's more like it's more like a retraction. But it doesn't really cover it super great, but it covers it to some degree. Oh, look, my finger got in the ink, so we get extra. But it's good for mark making, I just realized, so that's fun. This is the one that has all the words. Oh, I did it upside down. See, I can't even, that's all right. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to go all the directions. We're not going to worry about up and down, and at least now we're not. We might have thought about thinking about it before, but now we don't really care. It's too late to care. It's too late to really care. It's too late. It's too late. Special order. Yes. This one is a special order by me. To me. Sort of. And now we got them all going sideways, don't we? I need another square one. I mean, not that it matters. They're barely going to show. Definitely shows up better on the gessoed side, doesn't it? See, like I said, I reserve the right to change my mind. Also, I reserve the right to turn on the freaking fan. I'm hot. Oh, let's see. Where's one of this? There it is. Ah, yes. Found the stencils that I used inside. Okay, use that one, right? Special order, yes. Next. These are did I mention that these are my favorite stamps? Yes. Thank you. They are. Little order stamp. I could even use that probably in my orders, right? How much it's got, well, I can't read it on that side. Dollars, cents, date, 1960 something. Oh, now I know what year, and then cashier, retained for, that was how they did receipts back then. How adorable is that? All right. Apparently that's how they did receipts. Huh. Do not pay. Whoops. I thought my head hit the thing, but it's just the fan is... I turned this upside down. It's okay. Now we have two. Now it won't be just the one that's upside down. It'll make a little bit more sense. Maybe. Maybe not. If it even shows. I'm talking like it's even gonna show, right? And did we do this one yet? I don't think so. This is part of a consolidated shipment. And then the received is the one we did. Alright, this is part of a consolidated shipment. Alright, and then I might fill in the rest with... Alright, let's move this. up here where it belongs because I had to look for it today because I did not put it up there where it belongs the other day. That was dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright. Just big brush. I did find the big brush made it a little bit easier. Oh my word. There's thread on my desk. There's thread on my desk that hates me. Imperfection. Let's just put that right there. Beautiful. Or courage. How about beautiful courage? And whatnot. You know, dare, hope, journey, whatever. I'll do some sideways, yes. Heart and soul. Beautiful life. Spirit and hope. Especially today. If you're wondering why I say especially today, it is October 26th, which is one day past October 25th, when something very terrible happened in where a lot of my family lives, but in the state. Everyone who I know has marked themselves safe. So and I know, who is it? Oh, my sister-in-law asked me how my family was doing. I was like, yep, they're all good. But definitely praying for the ones that are not. Just, oops, it's a little bit whatever. Sideways, sideways. There we go. That should do it, right? Do we want any more? I mean, it's pretty covered. So is my hand. Well, we've got this in there. We'll do a little bit of this here and there. I might, find the polka dots too, or I might do polka dots on an upper layer, maybe. But this is one I like. This is possibly going to take a little longer to dry on the gessoed side because it's not quite as porous, and I'm using the diversifying, so you need to have that on a porous, and of course canvas is very porous, so it's drying right away and soaking right into it. I'm actually curious to see which one I prefer as far as the gessoed side, because usually I don't do all this part first. I usually just go in with paint and whatnot, but since that's what I did on the pages, I thought, well, why not? Just why not? Okay, so let's pull out the gel plate like we did with the papers, and some colors if I can get them. Let's see. I definitely want turquoise. Let's start with turquoise, maybe. Turquoise. And I don't really want to do, I like purple, but I don't love purple. I want to go more with the reds and oranges and yellows and turquoises over the purpley, and maybe some brown. What's that one? Van Dyke brown. And oh, the sap green. I'm going to hold out on the Titan green pale just because it's opaque and I want transparent paints. And will we do some inks? Oh, there's totally the possibility of that. Will this container with the ink fall somewhere behind me while I'm playing? Probably. Alright. Let's start with, okay, just some quinacridone azo gold, nickel azo gold, and you know me. This is why the people that don't like disorganized crafters don't watch me. Hold on. You know I have more than one. Let me pause and go find it. It's not my favorite one, but it'll do. It'll do, pig. It'll do. just moving paint on the board here. We'll do a little bit on that side and a little bit on that side and maybe a little bit there. Yeah, we might actually end up preferring the gessoed side. Who knows? Oh, look. The ink has gone down onto the, you know, that makes me want to do, right? If you guessed, grab a piece of paper and pull that up. You are correct. I mean, I will first let dry just a second and pull it up with with what? Maybe just the transparent yellow oxide and hope that it stays on there a little bit. Where's my maroon in my... That's awesome. So the ink wasn't totally dry. Plus we have the texture from the fabric. And we end up with this nice grungy paper to use in collage or whatever. So I'm loving that. There's still some down there. That's right. A little turquoise. Oh, I did not grab the Prussian blue, which had to have been in there, unless it's still on my desk somewhere. Totally a possibility. But here's turquoise. Now we have like a full page of glorious. It's glorious. It's glorious. Of the stamps of the transfer happening. Oh, find another piece of paper. I love just when you just get extra goodies on the gel plate that you weren't even thinking about or expecting. And then your pages that didn't print at least have a little something on them, don't they? On the others, you're not wasting, see, scrap paper. Not wasting paper, am I? Oh, I think this plate needs to be conditioned. And of course the violet with the turquoise gives us kind of a bluey blurple. But there's some of that old stuff that came up too, which is cool. So yeah, I love that. Wasn't even planning a gel plate thing happening today, but it is. Go ahead and do some green gold. Like I said, I gotta find my other sprayers. This one is not my favorite. It's not my, oh wait, is it my least favorite? I forget. I do have one that is pretty much my least favorite. So, whoa, that's bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, the stars are bright. Do, 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 do. Yeah, we learned that song in Massachusetts. Alright, not so bad on that side, so I'm definitely going to want to tone that down a little bit. Unless it's on the inside, then I won't care as much. Maybe a little brown. How now, brown cow? Okay, and I might do a little bit of kissing of the plate. And just kind of, I don't want to use my hand though, because when I use my hand, you know what happens? I end up with handprints. And that's not the look we're going for. Not going for handprints. We are going for a little bit darker than that. Just saying. Alright, so now we have like texture on there from this side. This side gives like great texture. So I kind of want to let that dry and pick it up and with some paper. Oh look, I found the Prussian blue. We love Prussian blue. Alright, another piece of paper. Might even do it right on this side, and that will, you know, utilize some of that print that didn't get printed totally. I'm hoping it dries at least a little bit. It's not dry, not even a little bit. It's alright. We'll just do this anyway. We're impatient people. I actually might just go ahead and leave it like that and do this. Just right down the middle of that. And oh, it's just got some beautiful. Alright, have you guys ever gel plate printed with fabric? It's fun. You get some really fun things that happen, and which if I were to pick this up, you would see. Like if I let this actually dry. There we go. There's some blue brown. Alright, if I would just let this dry. I have no patience right this minute. I just want to get the cover done, you know. You know how it be. I think for this side though, I might need to go for some inks. So let's grab, which one? The turquoise maybe? At least a little bit dry, I think so. Grab a piece of paper out of the pile. Oh, I still have this paper that I haven't used yet. Okay. Go ahead and pick this up. And I'm not worried about if I get it perfectly on the paper either, because it's just going to be, you know, scrap paper or collage paper or whatever. Some kind of wrinkly business happening on my brayer, which is kind of cool. Okay, you see that? Love that. I love that. I just think that's so cool. I did do a session at one point with fabrics, and I did denim and some canvas type stuff, and got some really, really cool, fun prints. So, you know, I should probably, now that I've mentioned it, I should probably go ahead and, that one is Rusty Hinge, so it's pretty orange. And the water? Water? No, no water today. We're just gonna, oh, except for, I don't want to really stick my finger in it either. And the only thing about using the inks on the cover is, you know, if they get wet, they're gonna move around some. The pigment, not the dye pigment ones, just the Tim Holtz one's more, oh, that was a little bit, I mean, it's orange, but is it looking orange to you? That's my question. Does that look very orange to you? Let's go ahead and grab some Uncharted Mariner and some, oh, Vintage Photo maybe? Maybe that'll be a little bit less murdery. See, that may end up being the inside. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know which side I like better yet. Ooh. And I'm probably going to sew it too, which, you know, the thread I've been using is the teal and the, might even come back in and do a little gesso. I don't know. I kind of like the inks on this. That's happening. And then we got a little something different going on the inside. But I don't necessarily need the whole thing covered in inks, because I kind of like what's happening. One more color, maybe? Might need the faded jeans. Let's see. We've got the orange and the teal and some brown. And we've got this bright green being a little less bright now. So liking that. This corner needs something. What? I don't know. Maybe just go ahead and spray it. Because why not? It's doing, ooh, the brayer is doing, I have to always, I mean, if you're new here, you don't realize that I just have to try stuff sometimes. And that's kind of how I end up with cool stuff. Alright, I kind of see that dark line that is making from the ink. I would like for that to stay like that. So, I'm going to try to not touch that corner for a minute. Try. Oh, I just hit you guys. I should probably check to make sure you're still in view. I think you are. Okay. Alright, let me do a little drying. Whoops, did I lose? Nope, I didn't. Good. And this side's now, this is the gesso side, and it is getting pretty dark, which is not bad. I might do a little bit of gesso on it after I dry it, but let me dry it real quick. I'm going to pause for that. Okay. I did a few things while I was paused. Sorry, not sorry. It's just, you didn't want to see the sewing. I mean, sometimes you think you do, but you really don't. My intention was to have this be on the front, but now my words are upside down, which I don't have to care about that because they're still sideways ones and it doesn't really matter too much. And then I was like, well, if I do this, one, the upside down words wouldn't be as obvious if I kept this on the front, or if I went ahead and turned it back over, because I just wanted this kind of, well, I thought it looked cool, just a piece of denim, and I left it untrimmed and went over the edges. So the raw edge I folded over and have the denim coming that way, and I did it frontward, no, backwards. So I sewed it from this direction on this side, and then on the bottom I sewed it from this direction, and then I have, you know, my bobbin is one color and my other thread is one color, so I ended up with both colors on both sides because I sewed from both sides. And then these edges I sewed in the opposite direction. Does that make sense? And then I put the denim over here by accident. I really wanted it over here, but, and also this is kind of like, it's really, it kind of just fits. It's not a great, you know. So the thing I thought about doing was maybe taking this, oh, that piece looks nice too. This is it's, you know, it's a snippet I made a long time ago, and I thought it had the right colors. I was thinking of using it as the wrap for this, and now I'm like, well, you know, it might be kind of cool as sort of a belly band on the front, and then we have even a little piece of denim there, so I could match, I could bring it over to where the denim stops right there, and or I could even have it be over here, but then that, yeah, I think I like it more where the denim stops. We can have the button on the front. We could come this way. That way the button is closer to the top. And we could go all the way around. Oops. And that would give us a button on the bottom here. And so that could be kind of cool. And just kind of sew that on. I could even just sew it on the top and the bottom, which would make it kind of a tuck, or the wrap could go under it. Like, I have enough of this to still wrap it. You know what I'm saying? Or I could just even just glue it down. I think first I want to do a little bit more to this cover, and also I want to spray it. Because I don't have any burgundy on this cover, so I'm thinking of doing some stenciling with the permanent maroon, because I didn't use that on the cover, so I want to kind of add some of that in, and maybe a little bit more black stenciling, whatever, if I find the polka dots. So I'm trying to think if I should spray it first, because I do have like some fixative spray. And so anyway, so yeah, and then that orange and that orange, I think that actually might end up being really cute, like that. And then the rest of it can be the wrap around it, and it could just slide under. All right. I guess the next video you'll get to see it. I guess if I'm going to spray it now, then that's going to take some time. So I guess I will go ahead and I'm going to have to merge videos, aren't I? If either this will be the end of this video or you'll see it come on. So in case I decide, let's see, how long was this one? Yeah, this one's long enough. So the next one will be tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and do my spray on this and let it dry, and then start a new video finishing the cover. And or actually I might just do it all. If you guys have an idea of what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing some stenciling with the permanent maroon after I spray it, and then I'm going to sew my signatures. Oh, and I'm going to add this to the front and sew the signatures. So the next video will be me working on pages, and you'll get to see what the cover looks like completed. So I hope you have a delightful day, and I love you guys.